Hey, what up, universe? It's the Good Friday edition of the LDawg Show.
See the money won't stay for your meal, getting all the piece of pie for your wife. Everybody wanna know how it feels.
So yeah, it's Easter weekend, and I made a commitment last week that I would do these videos on Mondays and Fridays, and then realized that the first Friday was going to be Good Friday, so that's interesting. But here we are on Good Friday in the middle of COVID-19, and I'm thinking a little bit about branding, of all things. When I first started making these videos at the beginning of the year on any kind of regular basis, I didn't really have much of an idea of what it was going to look like, how it was going to start to take shape. I had no idea how much time it was going to require. I didn't have any real plans in terms of what I wanted to say or how I was going to try and present it. I just figured I would get an idea and riff about it for a while and see what happened. And then a couple of things started to happen. You know, I put up a couple of videos. I settled on some music that I like, and I think kind of conveys some of the message that I'm trying to portray. I had a photo shoot, got some professional headshots done, and was able to create a little bit of a title page, an opening page for this thing. And then I watched a video series on personal branding. And to be honest, I probably should have watched that video series before I started doing all of this kind of stuff, because I made a couple of mistakes along the way that I wouldn't have made otherwise. But then again, if I would have waited and watch that video series first, I might never have done any of this. So I'm kind of torn of two minds on that. Regardless, I did learn a couple of things, and it did help me kind of solidify some of the things that I'm going to try and do with this page and this channel. So all in all, probably a good thing. The first thing that I learned from that video series that I watched, again, it was a three-parter. It was Monday, what was it? Yeah, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday last week, or this week, just yesterday. And the first thing that I learned was to establish one or two words that you want your brand to convey. So I didn't really have to think about it for very long, and the first word that came to mind was compassion. The second word that came to mind was service. And the third word that came to mind, and it literally just came to me while I'm starting to put this video together, is authenticity. So my brand, not to be confused with my mission statement, which is in the title up here, the eliminate debt, live life, leave a legacy. That's what I'm trying to teach people. But the brand that I'm using to get that message across is authentic compassion and service, or service, compassion, authenticity. It doesn't really matter the word or the order that the words are in, but I'm trying to get across a message of compassion, authenticity, and service, while delivering on a mission of teaching people to eliminate debt, live their life, and leave a legacy. And then the second thing that I learned from those videos was then to ask the question, how do those brand words show up? How does compassion show up to a meeting? How does compassion show up online? How does authenticity and how does service show up in all of the venues and all of the avenues? What's the word I'm looking for? That's escaped me. Media. That's the word I was looking for. How do these things show up across all of the media that I use to convey the message and teach the coaching that I'm trying to teach? It's in my dress. It's in my manner of speaking. It's in how I write. It's in just who I am. I mean, let's face it. Finances can be scary. They can be scary for a lot of people when you're dealing with debt. They can be scary for a lot of people when they're dealing with final end-of-life issues, and they can just be confusing. So I try to bring a level of compassion and service and authenticity that not a lot of other financial planners bring, because I've been there and I know how you're feeling. So how do compassion and service and authenticity show up? Just like this. Whether it's across from the kitchen table, in a coffee shop, or in the world of COVID-19 here on video chat, this is what you're going to get from me. I hope it's the kind of service you're looking for. If not, there are a million other financial planners out there who can help you. But if you want somebody who's been there and understands and can bring this level of service and compassion to the relationship with your financial planner, please reach out. I'm here for you. I want to be here for you. We're all in this together. Have a great Easter, and I'll talk to you next week.
Boogie 9 for you.